husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. Right? So that's why the Most High is requiring it of us even until this day, because the Most High, what does it say? Because we're not loose from the law of our husband, the Most High power. You understand? That's why a vast majority of our people, they don't know their ancient national identity, man. They still refer to themselves as being Jamaicans, Negroes, Latinos. Our women are whores still. The men are all effeminate and weak. They think they're equal with women and vice versa. So book is Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 1. They say, if a man puts away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? The answer is no, because she's already been used, man. She's been defiled by another man. So a man who's in his right state of mind wouldn't go back onto that woman. That's went and committed adultery against him by running off with another man and having sex with another man. So they say this: shall not that land be greatly polluted? Of course that land will be greatly polluted, because all the women will be defiled, all the men will be basically committing adultery, because those women that they're sleeping with, they have husbands, man, and all their husbands are still alive. So all these women are still bound by the law. So that land would be greatly polluted. But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord. So it says the nation of Israel has played the harlot with many lovers. What's that speaking about? Other philosophies, doctrines and religions, with the idols of the other nations, man. You understand? Our people have done that and doing it even until this day. Because all these other philosophies are likened unto strange women, man. When you read Proverbs, the 7th chapter, it goes deep into that, man. You understand? So our people are falling in love with the religion of Islam, the white Jesus, all right? Sweet Jesus, as people call it, you know? They've fallen in love with hip-hop, R&B, you know, chasing a rap artist career. They've fallen in love with the image of the Roman Empire, man. That's another idol that people worship. How do they worship it? By following its practices and customs, man. And the Most High is going to require it of us. He's not going to rest until the 2/3 have been destroyed. He's not going to rest until the elect has been delivered, man. He's not going to rest until the prophecies have been fulfilled. And he's not going to rest until he takes his vengeance, man, on this earth and against his own people, because the scriptures say judgment will begin at the house of Israel, at the house of Yasha Allah. So mean all these simple-minded Negroes, man, they're going to get theirs, man. They're smiling, they're enjoying the pleasures of life, man, the pride of life, the lust of their eyes. But the Most High is going to require it of the so-called Negro. Latinos, Jamaicans, West Indians. You understand? So the scriptures say this: but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord. So the Most High wants us to return. Turn unto the Lord, man. And how does that start? It starts with hearing the men that you see out here from GMS, week in and week out. They're out here within the different states of America, Jamaica, Trinidad, London, to the four corners of there's camps out there that we don't even see on the internet, man, because they don't have a camera. You understand? So that's how you turn unto the Lord, by adhering to the men you see out there in the highways and hedges, man. Trying to call the so-called Negro to come into the gates of the nobles, man. I mean, come into this truth, the understanding and breakdowns of these prophecies, of these scriptures, man. But the vast majority of our people, they're simple-minded, and they're going to continue in the pleasure of Babylon, man. That's why they stay inside these stupid-ass churches, and there's no wisdom in it. But that's what the Most High requires, man. Quick scripture, man. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good, man. So for your good. So our people didn't want to follow that which was good, man. Showing you that the laws is good, man. But our people don't follow the law. You understand? What's the first law? You shall have no other gods before me. Our people, they choose hip-hop as being their God. R&B as being their God. The so-called white man as being their God, man. They idolize the customs and practices of the so-called white man. They follow in the practices of the Arabs, man, the Ishmaelites. You know, they take pride in trying to be cheap versions of the so-called white man and white woman, man. That's our people. They're gonna follow the image, they're gonna worship the image of the Roman Empire, man. And conduct themselves in a beastly mannerism. See, the law, that's what keeps us from being beasts, from being animals, man. The so-called white man is a damn beast and an animal, man. And all you Negroes that follow this devil, you're going to get the same judgment as a so-called white man, man. You're going to be burning in the lake of fire. That's the nuclear destruction of America. All right? According to the scriptures. So it says to fear the Lord. To fear the Lord is to fear his judgment. Our people don't fear the judgment of the Most High. That's why they scorn the prophets, man. They scorn the men that you see out here every week, week in and week out. And mainly it's the so-called black woman that does that, man. They scorn the men that you see out here, man, wearing garments which are just representations of the garments we wore in the ancient world, man. They look at us like we're the city young guys, passionate about the scriptures. You know, we're preaching in vain. We've got these colorful dresses on. We're just pointlessly preaching. And the Most High is going to require it of them because it was said of old time that they be prophets in these last days, man, that would try and warn and edify the nation of Israel about who they are, the name of the Most High power, the name of his son, and that only the elect, those who have ears to hear, they're going to be the ones that are going to be delivered, man. One of a city and two of a household. And the Most High will bring us back onto Zion. What's Zion? That's another name for Israel, man. So we're going to be brought back into the land that was promised to our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So the Most High is a man of his word, man. So let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 7. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord. Saith the Lord. This is spoken by the Most High's word, spoken through Jeremiah. That they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. So this hasn't happened yet. This is future prophecy. Something that was spoken by Jeremiah 2,600 years ago, man. Spoken by Jeremiah, the word of the Lord, that we be singing us a new song, man. Not the one according to the one where we sung when we exited Egypt, man, during the time of Moses. But we be singing a new one saying how the Most High delivered us from the North Country, which is the United States. That's a North Country. They call it North America. Right? And delivered us out of all the countries where we've been scattered. That's why you see camps coming up all over. You got GMS Jamaica. You got our brothers down there in Germany. You understand? Trinidad. All different countries now, man. Like I said, you got camps